Hello, the internet! It is Saturday, the 21st of December, 2024, and welcome back to the channel. The question is it advisable to I guess the word rebrand is incorrect here. We're not talking about rebranding. We're talking about taking an existing YouTube channel and completely doing a 180, a 360, doing any amount of degrees, but just changing that channel. So you've built up a fan base, you've built up sort of like an upload schedule, you built up a platform, and then all of a sudden, without any pre-warning, you just change it, change the title of the channel, change all the content, erasing existing content. So this is something that YouTubers do quite often. Speaking of YouTube, we're on YouTube. If you're watching this and you're not on YouTube, you're watching one of the other platforms, come on over to the tubes. That's where we're going to be chatting. I started the chat there, but if you want to talk, if you want to have your opinion heard, it's got to be on YouTube. I am streaming it across all the platforms, but come over to YouTube for this one because we're dealing with YouTube. So yeah, like if you've got a channel and you've built it up to a certain level and you've got a certain subscriber count, and then just at random, you just change it. Is that advisable? In my mind, there's a few things at play. I feel like it's sort of dishonest to your viewers. Well, it's definitely dishonest to your viewers. It's shocking to your viewers. It's probably a reason why people will just turn away from your content. I think there may be a way to do it where, see, what's happening is you're taking an existing channel and you're trying to, you're basically, you're giving yourself a head start with a new channel, right? Whereas most channels that begin with nothing and work their way up. If you do that and then you do this complete flip and start with something completely new with the base that you've already made with something else, it's kind of jarring, isn't it? It's a bit, I think it's a bit lousy. Now, I do have a case study I want to look into in specific here, and it's a channel that you may or may not be familiar with. If you're a long-termer on my content, you'd be familiar with this. J Boston, Rosie the Shark, for those that don't know. Just Google, actually, that's another thing. If you Google that now, what happens when you Google J Boston, Rosie the Shark? Because he's, as we'll see, he's removed all of that content. So, and for those that don't know, so there's a channel that was sort of in the circle of content creators that I was involved in a number of years ago now, 2020, I guess, 2019. No, wait, that's COVID. Shit, it's 2024. Wow, it goes way, it's before that. Anyway, he was a creator that I discovered initially through electric skateboard reviews. That was kind of how I came across his channel. He's in Melbourne, Australia, and his channel got quite a good following because of his, let's say, willingness to do anything for anyone. Essentially, that's what it was. He would say yes to everything. He made some awful decisions on that channel, but that's not the story here. But at one point, his content got extremely viral because he copied an existing viral video. So there's this situation that arose. I should have mentioned he also was involved in urban exploring, urbexing. And one of the other creators in the scene in Victoria, in Melbourne, had gone out to an abandoned theme park and discovered a great white shark that was just left to rot, so to speak, in formaldehyde, just sitting there in an old aquarium. And so this guy posted his video and went reasonably viral. Jay rushed out and copied it and did the same video and went absolutely viral, right? I think at the end, I think it was probably close to 60 million views, just ridiculously viral, right? And so that grew his channel vastly, like way quicker than the electric skateboard stuff. That stuff was still working, but his channel just rocketed up to, I think in total about 60 odd thousand subscribers. And the story ends with, at no point or at no time during this story does he ever mention this, but all of a sudden the channel just completely flips from that content or that content that existed on the channel, because that had its own life. I mean, let's not forget he did milk it as much as possible, but once there was no more milk in that teat, that content sort of tapered off. And there was about a year or so where Jay just wanted to tell us how it feels. He had all these plans to do this stuff. I can't shade Jay for that. He's always got plans and always ideas. He doesn't really stick to them, but he always comes out with these new ideas. What about Flatten the Curve, the fitness ideas? That didn't last too long. Anyway, so yeah, with no warning, this channel just goes and it flips. And what it flipped to, it's even a bit more cheeky. So he runs a digital agency in Melbourne. He runs this digital. He's a business owner and he provides SEO and website development and whatnot. For clients through his business called Digital ID. And so his channel, which was nothing to do with that, all of a sudden just became a podcast dedicated to his business. So you had this core bunch of followers that were there for a mixture of electric skateboards, urbexing, and Rosie the Shark. And then all of a sudden they're watching these podcasts about nothing to do with that. So that's the case study. I want to go and have a look at the channel just for shits and giggles, because here it is here, As Creative and Code podcast. But if we go, I think the thing to note here is the subscriber count, 59,000 subscribers, 21 videos. Well, my Stream Deck just turned off. Hold on a second. What the crikey? Stream Deck, what are you doing? My Stream Deck just literally turned itself off. Okay, hold on a sec. Now it's working. Cool. Okay, that was weird. That's never happened before. Yeah, so the thing to note here is 21 videos, 59,000 subscribers. But if you go to the Wayback Machine, here is the channel as it existed. I guess this is the 27th of November, 2022. And what we're looking at there is the Jay Boston channel. Explore the past, ride the future, a look at the year ahead. Look what's coming up the channel. Back to being me without the military get up. What was I thinking? More scooters, bikes, boards, and cars. So he was rebranding or trying to refocus, I suppose. The rebrand's probably the wrong word, but he was refocusing. So here are some views. I don't know why these aren't all popping up, but I mean, this is the Wayback Machine. It's not. It's just there for archiving purposes. Yeah, 2.6 thousand views, 1,000 views, e-boarding, exploring the past on the air, new video every Sunday. He was doing a little like podcast thing about urban exploring and whatnot. He's got a few here's his Rosie the Shark stuff. Rosie the Shark back in the water, 7,000 views. 700,000 views. Rosie the Shark, her new home, 300,000 views. Rosie the Shark, my final chapter, 1 million views. The story of Rosie the Shark, my bad, it doesn't have 50 million. It's got 5 million. I thought it was way bigger than that. It's got 5.4 million views. Well, that's what the video had. Now you can't find that video because he removed them all. Now, if you go and look at Creative and Code, I guess this answers our question. The sub count has dropped from 61 odd thousand there down to 59,000. So he shed about 3,000 subs off the back of this change. If we dig in a little deeper into Social Blade, I thought I put this in. Maybe I did this. I'm not signed in here. I might have done this before. Yeah, it's interesting. If you search Jay Boston in Social Blade, it still remembers his old channel. But the interesting thing to note here is it's only got 20 uploads. So that tells me that Jay didn't just unhide. What's the word? What's the word where you unlist? Jay didn't just unlist videos. He deleted videos. if I'm understanding correctly, if you look in the detailed statistics, I mean, his views are terrible on this podcast. Absolutely appalling. But here's this big drop, right? So he had 15.5 million video views. So that's people coming back and looking at the Rosie stuff. And then that's January 19 this year. And on January 27, it dropped to 0. So the only time that Social Blade reports a drop in views like drastic like that is when you've removed videos from your channel. If you unlist videos and make them private, it doesn't do this. It only does this if you delete videos, is what I understand. I might be wrong, but that's how I understand it. Which is an awful shame because, like I said earlier, Jay has a history of not sticking with things and doing things for a short amount of time. This looks quite final to me. If this is correct, if he has removed or deleted these videos and rebranded entirely to Creative and Code, there doesn't look like there's any coming back at that point. It's done and dusted. Now that brings me to the question, is it a good thing to do? Like, is that the right thing to do? I mean, at this point, if you go back and look at the channel, at this point, you'd say it's not a good thing because he's getting the amount of views. I mean, look at these video views. 4 weeks ago, 54 views. 3 weeks ago, 32 views. 2 weeks ago, 40 views. 8 days ago, 37 views. 2 days ago, 37 views. He's getting the same amount of views that I get, right? Like lousy numbers. Now, you could get those views on a completely new channel and you wouldn't have to sacrifice your years of work, right? There's no denying that a lot of work went into his content to get it to where it was. So you just throw that all away on the flip of a dice, when if you just went ahead and created a new channel, you'd get the same result. You'd have this, well, it wouldn't be exactly the same because you wouldn't have 59,000 subs. You'd have 0 subs and you wouldn't be able to go live, which is no problem because it doesn't go live anyway. He just does videos, right? No live, there's no live content here. It's just all videos. Let's go back to his oldest upload. 4 months ago, 150 views. So, I mean, look, this content might not be for everybody. It doesn't look like it's making a very big dent into the podcasting world. It's a difficult world to dent into. But I'm just saying, like, if you have a channel and you make this flip, is it worth sacrificing? My answer, and no one else is here chatting with me, my answer is no. It's not worth doing that. You're better off starting afresh. Yo, Davo and Guy in a Buffalo, I'm over on YouTube. I see you guys on DLive there. Come on over to the tubes of you if you want to chat. I see 4 viewers on YouTube, but nobody talking to me. Am I just going to sit here in silence? I kind of wanted this to be a discussion. I wanted to get your guys' takes on this. And maybe you might know of other channels that have done similar. Like, look, let me also be clear. I'm not saying that a rebrand is bad. I'm about to do one myself. Well, not about to, but coming up next year, I'm hitting 10 years on YouTube and I'm going to do a big flip, like a big change, right? I'm going to make things a little bit more consistent, probably going to redo my logo, but it's still going to be Gives a Minute. It's still going to be me doing the content that I've always done. So if you do something and then you just go, oh, maybe I could be better off doing the other thing, and then you just completely change it and you've already got an established fan base, what's that telling you? What's that telling the fans? That's like a big fuck all of you. Hey, like, I don't give a shit what you want. I'm doing my thing. I don't think that's cool. I think that's offensive to viewers, you know? I mean, the odd video, I mean, he might have been able to incorporate this into his existing Jay Boston channel, you know, like he did have these, podcast area. Where was it again? On the Air, new videos, people who inspire, think differently and make an impact on how we live our lives. This is a solid idea, right? Each week, a new guest discusses their story, what makes them tick, with a few beers, Nintendo games, and red wine. I mean, that's a good idea. I don't know why he didn't, I don't know why he didn't just incorporate maybe another playlist of, you know, here's my life outside of my channel, and I run a digital agency, and I can talk to you guys about that. Once every couple of weeks, we'll put up a video. I mean, to be fair, that would be a little bit more of an easy way in. And for those that aren't interested in that on the channel, they just know not to watch those ones. They'd be like, okay, well, next time you do I get that same shit with my channel, right? When you do a snorkel mask, I got a comment on a video this morning. The video is one of my daily vlogs from 2017. I'm sleeping because it was a nighttime daily vlog, and I drop a fart in my sleep, and someone commented saying, do sleep streams. I'm like, do sleep streams? You want me to do a sleep stream? You're commenting on a video from 7 years ago and you want me to do sleep streams? Well, I've always said I would never eat on stream or do sleep streams, so probably not going to do it. But I answered with, okay. I'm not going to do it, but I answered okay. Jay could have incorporated the digital ID podcast concept into the Jay Boston channel, and then he could still earn the revenue off the 15 million? What was the views? 15,588,340 video views on January 19. So he's still earning off those videos, right? Not a great deal. Not a great deal. Actually, let's do this search. Let's go to the Google machine. What happens when you search Jay Boston, Rosie the Shark? Jay Boston, Rosie the Shark. Comes up already. 3 years ago, someone posted it on Facebook. There's a Facebook page called Rosie the Shark. See, that's a shame because all this shit should lead back to Jay Boston. But this all should lead back to his channel, but there's nowhere for it to go now. That's bizarre. That's a bizarre move coming from someone who owns a digital agency. He does SEO, search engine optimization. He does tagging and all this back end, front end stuff. Like he just eradicated himself from any of that search terms. That was a big oof, as the kids would say, right? That seems like a huge fail. There's literally a page called Rosie the dude. Are you kidding me? Rosie the Tumblr? Does Tumblr still exist? Are you kidding me? Tumblr. I didn't even think this existed. There's a Tumblr page here. I got most of my information from this video. Credit Jay Boston. Now watch this, dudes. Watch this. Click that video. Private video. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Maybe it doesn't do that. Yo, Davo. Hey, come on. Thank you, man. Thank you, Davo. Thank you for being here from DLive. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me do a search. If you private videos, I got to do this on ChatGPT, right? Where's my ChatGPT? Oh, I'll just do it here for the sake of it quickly. If you private videos on YouTube, does Social Blade still show the video views? Is what we need to know. Says negative numbers most commonly appear on your Social Blade stats when you switch one of your videos to unlisted, private, or deleted entirely. Okay, so I'm probably wrong then. More than likely, given that it's got the three options, you can either unlist, privatize, or delete it. Yeah, okay. So YouTube's total view count only counts views on your videos that are public. Okay, so I would hope that Jay did not delete. I would hope that he just privated everything. I mean, it's easy enough to do, right? Just make a selection in Studio from the top down and just go private everything. You mean you'd hope so? I mean, I hope so for our sake, because where would we be on the internet if we couldn't go back and watch Blue Shirt Guy? I need my blue shirt. I've got that one, but I've got Blue Shirt Guy. I've got Rosie the Shark. I've got what was the other banger? Oh, the Jed boards when he just heckled Jeremy so hardcore and redid all his. I got those three. I kept those three, but we need to be told how we feel, right? We can't not. I hope, Jay, if you're watching this, just please send me a smoke signal or do something, but let us know if you if you privated it or you deleted it. I hope you didn't delete, dude. That would be such a shame, man. But yeah, your SEO sucks, dude, because now look, none of these links are going anywhere to you. Scranton Hop. The phenomenal story of Rosie even other people were getting in on the bandwagon and creating videos. Probably just using your content, dude. I don't want to watch this, but yeah, dude, that's just some of your content. I mean, it's a captivating story, isn't it? I saw this on Serum's channel. Yeah, so people were doing it, dude. People, now you've left them in the dark, man. Wow. TikTok wizard. Everyone's going there and doing, I mean, Rosie the Shark, Jay Boston. Wasn't there a Wikipedia as well? Where's Wiki? Wikipedia. I think there was Wikipedia comments. Not comments, links. Rosie the Shark. Rosie in brackets shark. We did look at this once, didn't we? A number of years ago. Rosie is a preserved great white shark located in Crystal World Exhibition Centre in Devon Meadows, Australia. Originally preserved in a glass tank formaldehyde. Does it not mention Jay skis? Jay's not in here. Jay doesn't get a mention in here. Jay Boston? Jay Boston doesn't come up as a search term in the Wikipedia. Shit, man. In November 2018, a video released on YouTube by urban explorer Luke McPherson. It credits the original. That sucks for Jay, because I told you in the beginning of this that Jay wasn't the first. He copied Luke. He ran out and did his. He says. Now, okay. He says he filmed his video before Luke did, and he just sat on it. He didn't edit it. He just sat on the footage. Luke edited his, put his up, went viral. Jay saw that and went, shit, I've got gold there too, and quickly edited his and put his up, and then sucked out the juice, if you like, and then went on to do, I think, another 12 related videos. Not all of them were Rosie. He also dug into dolphins. You remember when he was talking about, someone made a comment saying you've saved Rosie, you've saved a dead shark in an abandoned amusement park. You've saved it somehow. I don't know how making a YouTube video is saving, but you saved Rosie. Now work on there was a dolphin trapped in some theme park in Japan or something, and Jay went down to the shore in I don't know, somewhere in one of the bays in Victoria, and set up next to the ocean there, and he was talking he was talking as if he knew everything about this shark, this dolphin in Japan. He didn't know anything about it. He just Googled it and then went and made a video by the ocean, like trying to suck those views as well. I mean, look, we laughed at it back then. I still laugh at it now. I mean, it's like trying hard, doing the thing, trying to juice the algorithm however you can. Just that's the strange thing, to do all that and to like humiliate yourself the way he did, and then to just go, oh, I'm done now. It's creative and code now. No, just a podcast. I'm gonna unlist all that stuff and I'm just gonna do a podcast. It's a strange move, but he is a strange guy. He is a strange dude. So that does check out. But yeah, I mean, I hope this video is up here from Luke. Does it go to the video? No, it just goes to YouTube. No, okay, so they don't link out to the original. That's a shame. A documentary is being filmed by Flying Fox Productions that follows the story of Rosie the Shark's history, destruction, rescue, and I mean, dude, when did this go up? A documentary. Initially, upon taking ownership of the shark, Capitani sought advice from a shark taxidermy expert. Where this That's interesting. Man, Jay would want to be part of that story, right? Here's Luke's. There it is, dudes. There's Luke's video. Still there. 17 million views, dudes. That's got this video. One video on Luke McPherson's channel has got more views than the entirety of Jay's channel before he shut it down. Jay's entire channel got 15.5 million views. Luke went super viral, 17 million views. Has he done anything else? Let's go and have a look at the actual channel. Most current video. 13 days ago, still cranking them out. Still, see? Now, this is a channel. There you go, 89,000 subs. Shit, yeah. I mean, got a lot to say about this guy. He's the OG, right? He didn't chop and change. He just stuck to his guns. Here's an update, 2024 update. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it.
So I'm at Rosie the Shark. This is the video that people keep putting up as comments. I've come and seen what she looks like and how she's doing.
By the way, Luke was really, how do you phrase it? He was really, not eloquent. He was really graceful. He was graceful in what Jay did. He never got upset with Jay. He was like, well, Jay's Jay. You know, he wasn't angry with Jay. He was like, no, it's a story. Even though the specifics of how Jay did that, it's a snake move, right? It's as he said, just riding the wave. No, you can't use that. You can't use that analogy of just riding someone else's wave, because that's not what you do. I surf. I know you don't just ride someone else's wave. You get your own wave. So Luke was very, very generous with his take on this, I thought.
17th of August, 24.
I will put up a few more bits and pieces soon. I've spoken to the owner. Not a whole lot really to say, just having problems with the cancel, trying to get permits and stuff still. He wants to put her in a little exhibition in a shed, but...
Hey, Luke, come on, man. Turn around and use the sun as a light. Well, you got the sun behind your head, dude.
Still can't get it, so we'll see what happens in the future, but here we are, and we thought we'd give you a little view. Still in a tank. We've got liquid up to here. It's just, everything's so expensive, so just it is what it is until more suitable accommodation can be made for her.
So not really an update. Nothing really to be said.
So there you go. I talk about all the bits and pieces, and got a few little marks.
Window's broken on the back.
Oh, that window's always been broken. There's still the glass that's been smashed back when it was moved, before she was moved. Chip there that's caused it. But like the glass to fix that, it's like something like $15,000.
Shit.
So
both sides of that glass are broken.
And because it's winter, they won't open her up and put anything in there at the time, for the time being, just because of the weather. Don't want moisture to get in there, because the more moisture gets in there, the worse it is. It's better to keep it tight, watertight. So that's pretty much all I can give you. That's it.
Oh well.
If you want any questions, I'll put it in the video.
If you want any questions,
talk to the owner, or come down and have a visit.
There you go. 4,000 views. So not as popping as the original, but there you go. Let's go back. Where were we? No. That's Jay's video. Let's go back to Luke's channel. I want to just give him some props here and check out his most recent video. I'm interested to see it, just see what he's doing.
We can climb this fucking tower, dude.
if you're into urbexing, I'd recommend checking this channel out.
Check it out.
Was it
On the third floor. No, down one more.
Yeah, it's down the floor.
I mean, this is just what urbex channels are. They just walk through the property, explore. Looks in pretty good condition. No graffiti.
I need like a card.
Oh, no.
No graffiti on the walls. We won't watch all of it, but we'll just skim through. So that video is up 13 days ago. It's got 1,000 views. It's like that's decent, right? Yeah. So I'll put his channel in the chat there, so you can go and subscribe to Luke McPherson. Give the props to the Rosie the Shark.
Okay,
hey,
guys.
hey, keep it down.
We are at.
Keep it down. Yeah, so it's in the chat there on YouTube. But I guess that kind of concludes what I wanted to sort of say. And I think even though my chat's very, very quiet right now, I think I've assessed that in my mind, I thought it was the wrong move. But I am thankful, or I've been given. I'm hopeful that Jay didn't delete everything. It could go either way, right? I think that's the wrong move to delete. I think that's a silly move. But who am I to tell anybody what to do? As Jay always said, don't do what blue shirt guy does. If we could get blue shirt guy back up, that would be just one for everybody to share and revel in the joy of what was a pretty interesting time on YouTube. Hey, dudes, cheerses. That's filthy. I got to go and clean that. Should I drink from that? It's disgusting. The water should be good though. Take it easy. I'll catch you on the next time. The next time I'll catch you. Get him out of here.